Hello and welcome to today's race playlist. We're here for episode number 176, and we're joined by the winner of the last GTA race playlist. It's Mouse.
Oh, hi guys.
So, if you missed the last episode, it was a meme. So, today, we've modified the playlist to prevent future memes. First of all, we've added
You can
in.
call me Max Verstappen because the rules were changed because I won.
What?
I said you can call me Max Verstappen because the rules were changed after I won.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Were they not?
No.
No? You just said a second ago, we changed the rules so that doesn't happen again.
Oh, people got fired because Max won a championship.
Oh, I thought they just changed the rules of it.
I think they changed the wording of one thing, but
And that wasn't allowed by the company, it wasn't approved?
I think they changed the wording from some cars can on-lap themselves to all cars or something like that. That was like what they changed, and a dude got fired. But either way, we added in one more race. So we're back to 16 like we had before. We have laps can be challenged. We added that in. We kind of had that in the last episode. When you get really close to a lap, if it happens, somebody wants to challenge who led a lap, we will challenge it immediately and review it, determine who gets the lap point. If it does become something that happens frequently, we can make future changes to limit the amount of challenges if it happens too frequently and slows down the progress of an episode. We have a new randomizer. We're going to have opposite choice, so that means that you choose the other person's car. That'll be an interesting one. Also, a playlist tiebreaker will be determined by who wins the most races, followed by who's led the most laps. If we're tied on race wins, it goes to who has the most laps led. If we're still tied on who has the most laps led, it's who gets the most fastest laps. Reason for that is the last episode we had a tiebreaker, but there wasn't actually really a rule for a tiebreaker because the list off was using a tiebreaker, which it was not the point of the list off. Also, the list off, we've changed it so you have to get 7 wins instead of 6. Of course, adding in one more race keeps it at the same percentage throughout an episode. We're also allowing one weight up per list off. So if we get to the list off, somebody will have a weight up. We've also modified the sprint point system, but we don't have a sprint for a few episodes, so we won't dive into that. But yeah, so those are our changes. So we'll see how some of those are implemented. I don't really think that we'll see much of those besides the
Tiebreaker?
besides the randomizer potentially showing up.
Just because you said that, we're going to see every single thing except for the randomizer. Yeah, that's usually how it happens.
Yeah, if you want to think of it like that.
What?
I mean, I want to see you get to a list off legitly. But in other news, it is the FXCW's most wild April, which means we got some cool content coming out for you guys. Of course, 2 videos a day, so after this video, we will have a Beyblade unboxing from me. We'll be unboxing a Hasbro Beyblade, but which one is it going to be? I haven't decided yet.
Speaking of Beyblade,
and
are we able to...
Also, later in the week, we have our Beyblade tournament Make sure you guys check that out. Wen and I put a lot of work in that. And it's finally that week. So we're only a few days away from seeing who won the Ultimate Beyblade Tournament. Who built a better team? Are you excited for that, Gamar?
I am excited, and I'm excited to beat you, dude.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I'm very excited to end your career in Beyblades.
You know what, Gamar? You got the better team. You're going to get the easy dub. I don't know, Gamar.
It was a lot more convincing.
I do think you got it locked down.
Oh, I know I have it locked down, dude.
There. Okay.
Ooh, a little bit wide. No chance. I gotta make some... Oh, let's reset. I gotta make some gains earlier in the playlist, so I gotta...
3, 2, 1, go.
So I really gotta capitalize on mistakes that you make and try not to make any of my own here. We knew this from the beginning, but every point counts in this, and if I'm gonna actually get the dub, especially in a race playlist that I don't have the handicap points in, I need to be able to get these points.
Now, of course, the last time that I had the points, it ended with me pulling up and saying to Wen, you can have your bonus point shit back. So.
Damn! That was good. That was a good block. I really thought I had you there. Holy shit.
So I do start with 5 bonus points. Of course, we have the handicap for whoever loses the previous episode, but we've modified it in episodes ago for the true handicap, which goes more based on your performance in the previous episode, and there's a range that it goes in. So I took 5 points because fuck them.
So I mean, I could take the maximum amount of points every time when I lose, or when I come very close to winning.
Typically you do get maximum points most times.
Yeah, but I'm like also 50 points behind usually with 2
Well, I was
DNFs
50
in the
points
race.
behind the last episode, so I think I could take 5.
Yeah, but when you finished the race, you were tied. That's kind of the...
Oh, yeah. No, I know. I'm aware of what happened in the last episode. I was there.
Oh, shit.
I know I had the greatest comeback ever in playoffs history. And,
Did you? Because you lost.
well, I didn't finish the statement. I was going to say I was denied the win due to unfortunate circumstances.
That's why the rules are changed, though. So that next time you can keep your 9-month win streak.
Oh, yeah. No, I intend to go longer this time. I intend to go for a year. Starting right now.
What are your thoughts on this track?
It's fine. Are you an enjoyer of this track, Kamar?
That's pretty good. I like it. Let's not fucking lose it here. There we go. Let's not hit that slowdown strip either. So, I have some memes to share. I feel like it's a good time. Um, so yesterday, as you guys know, we do Racing Masters, which is a series where we try and go, every series we try and go 5-0 against dudes in 1-2 position, in 5 races. But we also do this thing where we just race every night casually. And yesterday, our last race of the night, there was a dude who was being a fucking cockmunch and just decided to Rex out of the way and deny himself and everybody else the entire time first place. I mean, Curtis, you ended up getting first place, but he was just driving like a complete asshole, dude. So I messaged him last night after this race. Laps 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 got crashed by you for no reason. You might actually win a race if you don't crash people out of the way at every single turn. Also, Devastate, bad choice. Sorry, had to be said. Be better. And then, in response to that, I got a message just before we started this saying, "You're bad. Just get better, trash can."
I told you that the dude was
You
gonna
fucking
tell
did.
you some shit along that lines. I thought it was gonna say you're mad, but you're bad, get better
I'll wait.
is also
So my response is, I wasn't going to respond. My response to this, because he said that, I was like, all right, dude. I said, "You're bad, you're bad, you're bad, you're bad, you're bad." Is that all GTA racers can say when they genuinely get called out? Doesn't change the fact that you can't drive without plowing everyone out of the way. Instead of crashing into me and other racers, you blew your chance of getting first. Until you cut the dumb shit out on the track, you'll always blow your chances of winning. But you want to keep taking L's and never get better, that's on you. Good day.
honestly.
And then in response to that, this dude says, "You're mad."
Oh my god, I love it, dude, because anytime you call somebody out in racing for driving like complete shit, it's always you're mad because they just like drove through you and got called the fuck out. They just like to say you're bad, like bro, or you're mad. It's one of the two. Like there's never any logic with it. It's always just like these dudes will just say that you're bad. Like you call them out. Oh, you're mad. Oh, you're bad. Oh, you're mad. Oh, you're mad. You're bad. Clown emoji. Oh, clown emoji.
You're bad.
You're mad. Bad emoji. Like, bro, every time, dude, it's never a logical. Like, you call him out for legitimately driving through you, and it wasn't even like, A, you didn't start it, and B, he drove through multiple people. Like,
And I wasn't trying to roast this dude. When I message somebody, so I don't message a lot of people and get into back and forth, so I find that stupid. Because these dudes are just going to say you're mad, you're bad.
exactly.
Like you just explained. But when I message someone, I fucking lay out the facts. Like, I had said in my message, like, dude, you had the chance the entire race to slipstream and not be a fucking asshole. And you blew your chances of getting first place because you could have slipstreamed with that dude in lap 5 and gotten way ahead or caught up, and we could have all been battling for first.
Oh, yeah, because I was
And it actually
gone
been a
after
good
lap
race.
5 because everybody decided just to drive through each other.
Okay. Who got that last one?
You did.
Okay.
Yeah, like that's the thing. These dudes just don't think when they drive. It's just crash, 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 crash.
Oh shit. Fuck. Damn. Trying to cut you off, but not fucking spin myself out there. That was a mistake on my part. Fuck, dude. Earlier in the race, I think on lap 3, you had lap 2, you'd cut me off and then like hit me into the wall, so I lost speed, and then you took off. That's what I was trying to do.
I know.
Fuck. But back to this clown. So in response to
I just want to say, I think this is the last race that we did at Atlanta. I'm pretty sure. And let me check. Yeah, this is the last race at Atlanta. And I got to say, all 4 times we've had it, it's been absolutely wild. That's up there for me on at least our go-to playlist tracks. Like, every time, that's something wild.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one. But yeah, he responds with, after I said, you want to keep taking L's and never get better, that's on you, good day. He says, you're mad. I win all the time helping a homie win, which, real quick, here's one more thing he had to say. But he was crashing everybody in that race. He didn't have anybody in that race last night that we're talking about that he was helping win.
No, at all. Look, we thought he was with that Krieger dude initially.
Yeah.
Speaking of Kriegers, I do want to let you continue, but when you see my Krieger hit the track, we'll be witnessing something new for me. I'm calling it my stealth era, and it's really just where I pull up and absolutely dominate with the all blacked out Kriegers. So welcome to the stealth era. And also Wan here with the new Emirates addition to his car
Curtis
lineup.
announces his stealth era.
So stealth era is here. Wan's Emirates era is here, but not my stealth era. Everybody's done, dude. Everybody's done.
Whoa. Turn came up a little bit tight.
Wan's in his not braking era, I can see. Alright, what else are your messages with this dude?
I'm gonna read them later because it's like a long message.
Okay. That he responded to you?
No, he said something short, and I know what it is. I just wanna
Does it say you're mad?
my response. No.
Oh.
I just want to say my response like right after.
Is it be better?
Break it up. No, it's not. Dude didn't send that, surprisingly. Probably because I had said it earlier.
Did he send you a clown emoji?
No. It was some other shit that dudes would say.
Cope?
Like when they know they're wrong. No, not cope.
Okay.
But when they know they're wrong and they're fucking don't have anything else to say, it's one of those responses.
Oh, God. Well, actually, you crashed me, so, That type of shit, like...
Not even, dude.
They just
like,
returned.
If he said that though, I would fucking say, dude, ever since the first lap, I was watching you because you were pulling over into the track in my lane, dude. Oh my god. Oh my god! Are we being serious? Damn, that's a reset. My car just fucking wouldn't get going, dude.
Yeah, because that's the Emirates, my guy.
Fucking dumb.
3, 2, 1, go. That's why when you race against people, that shit gets fucking bodied because it just spins its wheels. That's why I don't use it in races online, because you get spun and then it takes forever to get acceleration back. That's why I was telling you that shit's like, it's very fast, but when you crash, dude, it's just magnified by the fact that shit just spins its fucking wheels.
It wasn't even that. It was like, remember back in the day when I used to use the Entity or actually a lot of cars.
I mean, I'm literally telling you how the Emirates works, my guy, though. Like, it's not a thing you can argue with, but...
I'm not arguing. I'm sharing a point of something that I've noticed before. It wasn't that. It was something different. But it was like when I used to use the entity. That's fucking dumb, dude. When I used to use the entity back in the old playlist episodes, whenever the car would like get hit and spin, it's not like it would have an acceleration problem. It just like would slow all the way down, and then when I hit like 10 miles an hour, then it would get back up to acceleration. But like I could not go at all. Or even if I held down the button, it would not even accelerate. And that's like what had just happened.
So it's just compounded the issue that car already was shit at taking off.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's why I don't ever use it in like a playlist. Like I would, because I don't mind the car necessarily. And obviously racing against you is different than racing in a community of 20 fuckboys who just want to drive through you in the first corner. But if we do crash, I mean, you seen on the reset, I was just gone because your car just didn't want to go on that one. So that's why I don't ever really race it. Even though it is in my garage and it's one of my favorite cars, it's just... it's not the best for that.
Honestly, this is a bad choice on this track. Because, oh my god, dude, come on! I just fucking lost this, dude. I got DNF.
Because I'm in my stealth era, my guy.
This car just, when it flips, dude, it just fucking gets tossed for no reason all over the fucking track.
That's my stealth era. Let's go.
It's not the right track to use this car on. Fuck, dude.
Damn.
Come on.
Damn. I thought you had that shit. I really thought you were going to make it.
No, this fucking scumbag fucking said, "You're L. Keep taking them. You have no friends." And at that point, I wasn't going to respond to anything after that. I was just going to stop there. But then this dude said, "You have no friends." I'm like, another cringe ass thing that GTA players say when they just crash dudes out of the way.
Bro. I'm fucking done. We were literally racing together in that race. Oh my god. You have no friends. I'm done, bro. What'd you respond to that with?
I said, another thing cringe ass GTA players say when they crash dudes out of the way. Not mad, just kind of toxic that we could have had a good race if you weren't intentionally crashing the entire time.
Yeah, because he was, like, up in the front the whole time, even with his crashes that he had. Like, because I know you said it in the beginning on the first lap that he was somebody that you would, look for the team maybe, right? Because the way that he raced before he started just driving through you wasn't completely terrible. I mean, he did yeet me in the first corner, but also at the start, it's really hard to just say, hey, did you actually hit me or did you get hit into me, I knew he did it, but I wasn't necessarily just like, all right, I'm going to launch this dude because, again, that first corner, everybody's piling up. So did you actually do it or did you, get pushed by somebody 5 rows back,
Yeah.
But then once he started driving through you, oh, my God. All right. It's your countdown.
3, 2, 1, go.
Yeah, once he started driving through you, then I'm like, oh, no, he definitely took me out on purpose. But before you had said that, I didn't necessarily think, oh, yeah, that dude just totally bodied me for no fucking, reason, right? Because again, in that first corner, if you're not, through it, I mean, typically if you're the leader, you can make it through, but everybody else, you just gotta hope that somebody 10 rows back doesn't yeet you. And even as the leader, you can get yeeted there as well, so. Again, when it's you and I racing from the front, I'm typically trying to make sure you don't get yeeted because you'll start first, I'll start second, but. Yeah, that dude was just a fucking clown.
From the get-go, like...
Literally the first fucking... Before the first turn, he hit me off the track. Like... And then he raced solid with you for like the first half of the lap and then just said, nah, you're done, fam.
Oh my goodness.
What happened, Gizmatarian?
Nothing.
I'm on my way back to the top with this episode. Especially now that I'm on my stealth era.
How is that car stealthy?
Oh, I'm just saying I'm in my stealth era, like, with my main car, so... We mainly do supercar races, so... We've definitely got more hot ring races in here, though, which is heat.
Let's do some truck hot ring races.
Yeah.
Can we make a bunch of those?
I made like one race that was going to be for the truck hot ring that I modified. And I didn't know if your hard drive series is going to contain those trucks. I don't remember if that was part of your planner. Because I know that was the trucks that were used before the hot ring truck was a thing for like our truck racing. So.
I could do that.
I don't remember if you would mention that because we're like, because that was just like hypothetically if they ever make a truck, right? That was before obviously it was confirmed.
Yeah.
We're like, hey, if they ever make a truck, this will be swag. And for now, we have these trucks. So once it was confirmed, it was like, oh shit.
Are those trucks sports cars?
Yes.
They're not muscle?
The NASCAR ones?
Oh no. The trucks to be used before the NASCAR ones.
Oh yeah, they're muscle.
Oh, okay. Damn. Well, I could just open it and make.
Yeah, just open it for sports and then set.
Did you pip?
That race, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Thought you did.
Did you?
Yeah.
All right. So real quick, so I can get this out of the way because the last couple messages.
This dude's still good.
I had said another thing. Cringe ass players say when they crash dudes out of the way, not mad, just kind of toxic. Could have had a good race if you weren't intentionally crashing the entire time. He had said to that, was a great race, you lost. And I then said, I get crashed all the time. I have a YouTube channel with my friend for over a decade doing GTA races, and we get crashed by dudes like you all the time. We actually have a name for people like you. Devastate clowns. Never gotten mad that people can't drive and crash me on the track. It's just unnecessary. And then I sent him a link to our ultimate teamwork short that we made a couple of days ago.
Yes.
Because dude is so fucking insistent that I don't have friends.
Oh my god. Bro really said you don't have friends. Alright, let me just drop this link real quick.
Perfect time to chill.
Oh my god, that's amazing, bro. I love the work you do to show the content to random dudes. So we call you Shomer. Oh,
That's what they call me. Show mouse.
it's race 5. Alright. Gamar, you have earned yourself a bonus weight up.
Sweet.
So, of course, if you guys don't know the bonus weight up, Gamar can use whenever he feels like throughout the episode, and it will cost him no points. Of course, with our expansion to 16 races, race 8 will become the cutoff once again for the first half. So, you guys don't know how the weight ups work. Alright, that grass, I barely touched it, but just spin me out. If you don't know how the weight ups work, there's one weight up that costs you 1 point. In race 1 through 8, you can use 1. And then race 9 through 16, there's a weight up that you can use, and that will cost you 2 points. But Gamar has earned a bonus weight up. Now, when you use it, just make sure you clarify that you're using the bonus or you're using the one that you're taking a point for.
Oh, I didn't know I had that option. I thought I just used the bonus one.
No. You can, if you want to use your 1.1, like say it's race 1 through 8, it's probably better to use the one that costs 1 point, and then in 9 through 16, you can have 2, and one of them can be free. Yeah, no, that weight up's down to. I mean, I don't really have a. There's no like a written rule saying you can't do it, and I don't see why you couldn't. So.
No, I think it employs a little bit more strategy.
Yeah, that's why I like it. I was like, yeah, see what you want to use. Like if you say, okay, I want to use the free one, but I think that in a scenario, especially where it's a race like the first half of the playlist where it doesn't cost as much. Fuck. It definitely makes sense to just take the points hit, and then later in the episode, if you only need one, you might as well use the free one. I'm just glad it was one of those things and not like a choose the other person's car or slow list or something.
Yeah, something we had to do before we loaded it up.
Yeah, I was like, please be like bonus point for second or wait at the halfway point. I forgot about the bonus weight up, so.
We have like 8 or 9 things in there now.
Yeah, we got a lot. Basically anything besides slow list and choose the other person's car, you can just, it doesn't matter when it gets applied because it's all just extra things like double points or that sort of thing.
I like this track, but it makes you take such weird lines, dude.
Yeah, that's the thing. I was just thinking that because in that spot I had your slipstream. I could have sent it, but if I did, I would just touch grass, and I would have touched the grass. It just spun out, and now that advantage is gone, and you're pulling away again. So
even here on the left side,
yeah,
like if I was to use that area to curb boost, I would get slowed down because of the grass that sticks out from under it.
So weird. Because yeah, I would have definitely. I think I could have passed you on that straight, but the grass really being at the end of that fucked up my ability to send it.
But that's another spot right there where you have to go wide.
Yeah. There's also the race where Nonstop got absolutely fucking bodied for not shutting the fuck up.
Ah! Cut it too close. That's gonna be a problem.
That was wild. I thought you were totally fine from it, dude.
I did too.
Wow.
His trash is like halfway out across the track. And it's even worse with like supercars.
Yeah.
In off-road vehicles,
You
you
just
hit that and it's
drive through it.
yeah.
Yeah, basically anything that's not off-road gets absolutely bodied by that grass. Because I think we did Sports Classic on this one time, and we could not stop spinning the fuck out.
Oh my god, that was the worst, dude. I was thinking about using the Virtue on this track too.
Oof.
I
Bro
didn't
would
allow it.
Bro would have been absolutely fucking gone. Oh, because you got restricted vehicles on, don't you?
Yeah, so I had to go in and change it, just like Crowx Tour I had to do.
I forgot what vehicles you restricted. Is it Devastate?
Yeah.
On
Probably.
this? Yeah, I don't know.
Well, it might not have been in this class. It might have been like in a different class that I restricted something. Oh yeah, because all of the tour tracks, Grand Sonora Tour, Crowx Tour 2, all of them have a sports class that's specific to certain cars.
Right, yeah.
So that's why it's restricted.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sucked.
I think you had that shit till you spun.
I don't know. You were pulling up on me there. You had the slipstream and the.
Yeah, but I couldn't
you
really pass
caught my
because the straights that I did have the slipstream on had that grass at the end of it.
Hmm. My god, dude. I fucking open Instagram. The first thing I see is ban AR-15s. Bro, real quick. The other day we had a or I think it was yesterday. We had a conversation about. Yeah, we had a conversation about guns and mental health playing hand in hand. And we talked about if they banned automatic weapons, then it would lead to more bans of other types of guns. And I was just thinking today, like, how decades ago we didn't have, like, basically any restrictions on getting. I mean, we did, but it was a lot harder to get a gun in the 80s and 90s. Or a lot easier to get a gun in the 80s and 90s than it is today, but we didn't have shootings in the 80s and early 90s. But we have basically 500 mass shootings a year and or 40 to 45 average school shootings a year. And I was just thinking, like, the guns aren't as much of a problem as it is the mental health. If that is the case, right?
And the other part is the fucking. I think the media plays a fucking role in that shit because all they fucking do is just talk about him, blast it over everything, all the fucking time. They just like blast this shit all the time. Every fucking article for like a week is just this shooting, and then people are just gonna be like inspired by it because they're gonna see it and be like, oh, you know, because that's what happens. A lot of people get inspired by shooters from previous shooters.
Yeah,
and then when
because of the popularity they get, or
exactly
the recognition they get. Not recognition, but like
talked
about.
Exactly, they get talked about. You know, plastered over every news thing, every newspaper, every news article. It just talks about it, and with social media, it's even more. So I think that the media plays a role in it. I mean, obviously, it's their job to report on it and inform people what happened. But they just plaster that shit over everything for, like, weeks.
That's another thing. The point you just brought up is that it's when you have school shootings. It's like people see the popularity that the shooters get by being plastered all over the news. Which a couple of years ago, like 6 or 7 years ago, I know the media tried to like not say the names of the shooters or anything like that, not like describe the shooter in any way
Yeah.
because of that purpose. But they kind of just like gave up on that. I don't know why, but this might be a very controversial thing to say, but I don't think it is, going based off of what you just said and the fact that it's true. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw an uptick in a lot of trans shooters because of this one shooter and how much they got talked about because they were trans and stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I could see that.
Because, I mean, my thought is that most people who are identifying as trans nowadays are doing it just because they want attention when they're a kid or an adult because they didn't get enough attention as a kid. And of course, because if you look at the statistics of it, people who are transgender, that's like a 1 in 500,000 like chance for you to actually have gender dysphoria, or maybe even higher than that, like 1 in 750,000. So people aren't like the people who have like 3 transgender daughters or 2 transgender sons and 5 transgender daughters. Like, that's not fucking happening, dude. That's not happening. You're either the teachers that your kids go to school, or you are pushing this ideology down to the kids. Your kids aren't just saying, "Oh, hey, I'm transgender now." Like, it's not how it works. Well, I mean, it is now, but like it's more obvious than that. And if you have a whole family of transgender kids and you yourself are gay or married to a person who's trans or whatever, then I feel like that does have an impact on the kids that you have. May that be adopting or giving birth or whatever. They see that and then they want to be trans as well, and they might not actually have gender dysphoria where you actually do. Like, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I mean, it's like somebody that if they are adopted, they're going to pick up those things. So if somebody's adopted by, you know, a gay a gay couple, they're more probably likely to participate in that themselves, whether or not they actually would have been gay before is one of those things that you just pick up things from that. You pick up things from your parents regardless. So you're more likely to pick that up.
Yeah, it's product of environment.
I mean, that happens no matter what, but obviously
It was even memed for me as a kid, being raised by white parents, that I acted white.
yeah, and we still meme it today. Like, but no, that's like a thing. Like, it depends on the family that you're raised in. So for you being raised in a white family, you will have picked up those things that you would get from a white family that maybe you wouldn't get from a black family, from different, just ways of going about things in general. Just a different approach to whatever. So I mean, you pick up something different than you would have
fucking
had.
smoke me this first.
You got the first lap, but then I just got yeeted.
Yeah, and I think that it's the same effect with like Friends. It's not as strong, but if you look at like places like California, for people who live in a state, or a kid that's raised in a state like, let's just say, Colorado, and then they move to California in San Francisco, and the kid automatically turns gay, and they fucking have like LGBT gender reveals or whatever the fuck, whatever they do.
BT gender reveals. What?
I don't know, dude, but it's like that when the
Pronoun
environment
parties?
that you're in. Yeah. The environment that you're in, if you move to that environment and you're a very susceptible person to your environment, which everybody is in different ways, then that's a known thing. You move to San Francisco and you're going to get indoctrinated with the stuff that's there. But going back on the thing, it's with the gun thing. We have a serious mental health crisis in America, where almost 1 in 3 adults have some kind of like chronic mental illness. And speaking on that, there is every like 6 out of 10 people that I scroll through on
Twinder. Basically.
Tinder
Basically, Twitter.
have a mental illness.
Oh, yeah.
Like they'd say in their
Every
bio.
week.
And the people who are mentally ill, who wish to do harm on other people, would do it if the guns were here or not. Like it doesn't matter. In England, I mentioned this the other day, but not on camera.
It's going to be an interesting
They
track
have
to do with open wheel cars. Not to cut you off, but we always do this in supercars. So doing the open wheel layout should be very interesting. Of course, there's not really anything different besides the pits, but still, just the difference in how these cars drive on it should be unique. Of course, we're getting towards the end of the amount of tracks that we have built up, so we're getting to tracks that maybe we wouldn't have seen much or raced much that we still have highly rated. So that's a fun part of what we're getting into now, because all the ones that were like super heat or ones we play all the time have already been in the playlist.
Yeah. But in England guns are not, citizens are not allowed to have guns, just like in a lot of other countries. But they have a high amount of knife attacks. And so you can make the argument that if people didn't have guns, damn. Yours or mine?
What's the race? 7? Yeah. All right. 3, 2, 1, go.
You can make the argument that if you didn't have guns in America, which I think that if you did outlaw certain types of guns, like the automatic rifles and stuff like that people say are being used in shootings when it's actually handguns that are the cause of the most deaths. If you outlaw that, then it would spiral into, oh, well, handguns are the ones that are killing the most people, so we should outlaw those too. And it would just become, no guns in America, even though it's a constitutional right that we have. But instead of that, how about we address the mental illness problem more? Like, again, I mentioned this the other day, but my dad had talked about bringing back the mental asylums. And if you think about it for a second, the mental asylums kind of went away in the 90s. And that's when shooting started. Because there were unhinged people who had homicidal and suicidal ideations who... suicide I don't think is as bad, but if you have homicidal ideations in there and you want to commit harm to other people, then you should 100% not be released from the hospital in like 4 days after an evaluation, because that's a problem.
I mean, you see that when people just do wild shit. Like, we can... Obviously, a few weeks ago, you had your whole Josh episode explaining his situations, right? And that dude, every fucking time, has like these fucking meltdowns and does some wild shit and says some wild shit, and then like day later he's just back. Like, it's like, is that the route that you should just take? Because obviously there's people that have things that are more severe than that dude having a meltdown because he got called out. And
which is the wild thing.
Yeah, because I mean,
there's people
Josh
who are
does
a lot more violent than Josh.
Josh does some wild shit. Like, he says wild things that you just be like, oof. And does wild things like a lot, and then this dude gets taken away, and then the next day he's just back. So what are they doing for people that have even more severe things that they do take them away? Are they just going back to their house to back to their family like a day later too. Like,
And for these people, like, they're not monitored.
no.
The people who go to hospitals and then get released, like, Josh isn't monitored by anybody. If he wanted, I'm not saying this is happening because it's not, but if he wanted, he could have like a whole plan of what he wanted to do to like you see the school shootings in the news and stuff like that. Like, he could have plans for that he just writes up and nobody knows because he's not being monitored properly.
Yeah.
And when you have people like that who genuinely write manifestos and have plans and blueprints of places that they're going to go to, that is a fucking problem. It's months and months and even years probably of preparation that these people are building up.
And then the FBI and all that shit, they're like, no, we had them, we were watching them. So if you fucking were watching them every fucking time, how you just let this happen then? Like, bruh. Like, every time you're just watching these people, because they say it pretty much every time.
Yeah.
We watched them, we knew about this person. If you fucking knew it, why didn't you fucking stop it?
Yeah, I mean, there's this thing in law, I guess, in America where you can't convict someone of a crime if they haven't done it yet. But I believe it's a crime if a person has intentions to go and shoot up a place. Like, if you are planning murder, that is a crime.
Yeah, I mean, if there's like evidence of them planning it, there's no. Like, what are you gonna do? Say, nah, that's not my evidence? Like, bruh, if you find it on these people, there is evidence of them planning things, and you actually are watching them. Because it's either they're not watching them and they're just fucking lying, or they are watching them and not doing anything about it. It's one of the two.
Yeah.
Either the government knew that the people were planning this shit and just said, nah, we're good, or they didn't know about it and weren't doing their fucking job and then just wanted to say, cover up and say, nah, we knew about it, and just fucking didn't actually.
Yeah, and either circumstance is very scary to think about.
Yeah, because either if you're not doing anything, then that's just fucked. And if you're not doing your job, which is to be monitoring these people and knowing what these people are fucking up to, then you should have done something.
Yeah.
I'll take that. Another dub. Add to my total. I told you, Gamar, I'm coming for this dub.
Kind of fell off when I got my DNF there. So stupid, dude.
So that's the thing. You got to not let the DNF just like ruin the mindset. I notice that happens to you frequently in these episodes. You get a DNF and then it just spirals down and it's over. Like,
Yeah, I mean, it's just like you already had 5 points from tying in the last episode and
losing the last episode. Let's acknowledge how I got the points. But you were ahead after that first race. You won the first race and overtook me in points. Like, I think.
Yeah, but the DNFs are just so fucking dumb, dude. Like,
I mean, I get it. Don't get me wrong. I understand the DNFs are a yikes, but you shouldn't just let that DNF just compound. Basically, is what I'm saying. All right, like, okay, you got the DNF. But you got to think, Atlanta, you were competitive. You had Sonora, you were... was that one Sonora? Yeah, Sonora with the supercars. Like, you were competitive and just spun on the grass. Like, you've been close. So don't let that one bad race negatively impact your whole playlist. Because I've noticed that, and we've discussed it before, that happens to you throughout a lot of episodes where you may be close and then get a DNF and then it just falls off.
I mean, yeah.
And you still got some weight ups you can use, so. Ooh. Damn. That was a bold move you had, sliding up the track like that.
I had to pass you somewhere, dude.
Bro really said slide job and pulled up. That was crazy. Damn. I tried to pass you and fucking somehow hit the back and slid out.
Yeah, I'm surprised I didn't slide out on that.
I thought you were going to, the way that I hit you.
It must have been one of those like rare instances where you hit me head on in the middle of the back of the car.
I did,
and
though. I hit the
stayed still.
I hit the corner, dude.
Hmm.
I didn't hit you straight on. I hit the left corner, like right at the tail light.
I mean, you did send me a little bit into the wall, so maybe that recorrected me and prevented that from happening.
Yeah.
It wasn't a hard hit, but it just like you hit me sideways and it bounced me the other way, so I was able to save it. But I feel like should be noted that Biden recognized today as the day of Trans Day of Visibility. A few days after the shooting of the Covenant Church in Tennessee. Poorly timed, by the way, but what's even more wild is
man's
that
his whole existence poor timing, bro. He makes a living on fucking poor timing and fuckery.
what's even more wild is that so many companies are in on this, dude. I woke up this afternoon and saw that an article that read, "Companies need to do more for their trans employees on Trans Day of Visibility." It literally became a thing yesterday. Like, how? Come on, dude. Even on Pornhub, dude. Pornhub went all in. I went on this morning, and the design that they use,
Bro said
the design that they use,
okay. Okay.
the design that they use for Pornhub, like when it's a holiday, when they like change it up, it's like Valentine's Day or Easter.
What'd you
or
watch,
some shit,
Kamar?
they have, like, I didn't watch anything today, but
Bro
they had a
is here
fucking-
just for general browsing.
They changed the
Look, even your track, my
Pornhub
guy.
design to the trans flag with the heart.
Even your track layout, you changed the floor coloring to. That's crazy.
These aren't the trans colors.
Yeah, it is.
It's light blue and light pink.
It's literally these fucking colors, my guy. Sorry.
It's not, dude.
Oh
It's like a
my
magenta pink.
Oh my god.
It's the tint of the color that's like different. It's
I know.
a way different look.
Memeing it, my guy. It's
And
literally
isn't there one more color in there, like white or some shit?
probably, but It's literally blue and pink because those are the male and female colors. But go off. Like,
Gender's a construct, though.
you're right. Like, wow, I wonder how you came up with that color scheme.
No, I do go on Pornhub sometimes to generally browse.
Generally browse, just see what new content dropped.
I don't really like watch the videos that people have on there that are not porn related, but I fucking find it so funny, dude, when they have like these browsers videos, and it's like the girl who's stuck in the fucking washer, and there's like a foot of space above and below her stomach. She's like, "I'm stuck, help!" I'm like, all right.
I'm stuck.
The-
Help. Bro, it's like,
the
who's the
acting is-
immersion for me? He's like, I hate it.
Not even, dude. It's so funny. Like the absurdity of it is hilarious.
Kamar's
Like she just
Kamar's like not realistic downvote.
she just happens to have like a pull-up dress, fucking no panties on, getting stuck in a washer that you're not even stuck in. Like, come on.
Bro, I hope you comment like,
It's hilarious.
sorry, wasn't realistic enough. Dislike. Oh, let's see what our other randomizer for this episode is. Okay, well, we'll do that in the next race. It's opposite choice, Gamar.
Who gets to pick?
I believe you pick first.
Ooh. This is an interesting little start.
It's literally Monaco, my guy.
Literally Hitler, you said?
You're literally Hitler. Okay, that's what
Oof.
he said.
Didn't see it in your stealth arrow there. You just blended in with the shadow.
Alright, you just got down.
Card. 3, 2, 1, go.
Didn't see you there in your stealth era. I'm fucking done.
Thought I was definitely hitting that wall and losing 10 seconds, but I really like this track, dude. This dude is so good at creating tracks.
I know I am.
Alright, dude, don't take credit for other people's work.
I just wanted to see your reaction. No. I forgot the name of the dude that made this, but yeah, there's a few people that make heat tracks, and this dude for sure is goated at those tracks. So if
He's
you're
on
on
a different fucking level, dude.
if you're on PlayStation here and you see any of the names that say JP before it, that dude, just check the name on the track when we load in on one of his creations, because that dude is making some absolute flames tracks, especially on the PS5 with the additional props limit. Because isn't it 100 more props you can use, right? Or 50, something like that.
You can use 300 props in total.
Yeah, but I'm saying additional from
Believe
what
it
it
was-
used to be.
Yeah, it was up from 200.
I thought it was. I don't remember if it was 250 or 200 on the PS4. Thought it was 200, but yeah. So the PS5 tracks, like this dude just absolutely goes in on making those PS5 tracks, and it's goated. So that's why lots of times we have a lot of tracks that look similar, because we try to find creators that actually make dank shit, especially from the era where we would find so many tracks from dudes that just didn't know how to build shit, but they could take one good picture.
Although there is one thing that I noticed on these tracks that this dude makes that's arguably not beneficial for the race playlist.
What?
and that is that all these tracks are actual tracks in real life. I'm not sure how close they are to the real life version, but
I don't
I
know
know
if
you
Monaco is
know.
the track to say that on, because I absolutely fucking hate Monaco, dude.
Is this close to the real life version of Monaco though?
Mostly, but I don't know how to fucking take Monaco, dude. That track's fucking the worst track I've ever fucking raced on.
Well, it's more like it's not the. It's that you know the track so well. And this one I'm keeping kind of close distance, but like the French track that we did in the last playlist
Oh, I
and
never seen
three
that track
before it.
until we raced him in this.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe it's just like the types of turns that these
Because
tracks
that
are
France
made.
track used to be an F1 track in like 2008, but I never seen a race on it.
Let me use my weight up, my free one. Like the only thing I hit was that wall there, and that is why I use my weight up. But like I'm 15 seconds behind, and I haven't hit anything in this race. It's like 3, 2, 1, go. Three, 2, 1, go. Here we go. Yeah, what's another one that I'd seen that was fucking ridiculous? The ones there was one video I had seen where there was like the family ones, where all the families at the table and you have like the daughter that's jerking off the stepdad under the table, like fucking moaning super, or the dude's moaning super loud. Like, come on, dude, y'all are eating dinner at the table. That's you don't hear that. Fucking dad's over here making faces and shit. The wife's just oblivious. It's hilarious, dude. And sometimes I go on Pornhub just to watch those videos and laugh. The absurdity kind of makes it hard to jerk off too, so.
The absurdity makes so hard to jerk off to. I'm fucking done.
Although, those are, those should be like Comedy Central skits, dude. That is A-class comedy. Ah, damn. Wild thing is, I would buy a browser subscription before I buy a Tinder subscription. Guess that worked out for me there in the end. I got a couple of points there.
Oh, I get to pick first on race 10. Why the fuck am I picking first on race 10? The fuck? How the fuck does that make sense? I think I went with
Oh.
the same of who hosts on the sprint. That's why.
I just thought of something that might be an issue with this pick car thing.
Why?
Do you know what cars I have?
Yeah, not worried.
Okay. Oh, we're playing Jackson International anyway.
So we get to pick open wheel cars. Okay. I'm gonna pick for you because you have all 4 of them, right? You didn't sell them.
Nope.
All right. I'm gonna go with the R88 or whatever the fuck that thing is.
All right.
What are you picking for?
Oh, do you have the DR1?
I do.
I'll choose that for you.
Wow, this just became a slow list.
I'm actually glad you picked this car for me.
Why is that?
Because I've drove this car a lot.
I know.
I feel comfortable in this car. I've really never seen you use that car before. I know you're not a big fan of that because it's the Formula E1 or whatever.
It's an Indy car, but yeah.
Yeah.
As is
That one.
yours. It's basically just a store brand version of the other car. That's all. The store brand BR8. And yours is the store brand PR4. That's all.
Oh, what the
That's a wall.
fuck, dude? That was fucking gay, dude.
Bro hit a wall. Be
I
better.
didn't even hit a wall, dude.
Skill issue?
I did not hit anything.
Skill issue?
I cut very close to the wall, and like
skill issue?
where I'd
Skill
where
issue?
I'd crashed, there
Skill
was the
issue?
break in the fence, like a couple of meters away from me, but I didn't hit that part.
Uggo, skill issue?
I think they made a change to this car. Definitely was not sliding out as much as it did before. I mean, as much as it does now.
God, this car's got no fucking power, dude. It's so fucking slow. No, that's a fucking wall.
You found the wall?
Yeah, I found my skill issue. Same spot that I crashed in this last episode in one of our 2 times we raced this track. Whatever time brought up the safety car, that's where I fucking got annihilated. This time I didn't back into the wall, but I still smashed that curb and flew.
Okay, alright. The car just pulled up for no reason. Thought this was a Formula One car and not a fucking
Nah, it's an Indy car.
airplane. I thought it was an Indy car, not an airplane. I made up 1 second on you with that wall crash.
Did I crash? No, you made up. You made up like 4
Oh, okay.
seconds, but then you had your issue, and then that took you down a little bit. Yeah, it went from 19 to 15 seconds. Okay, I'm glad I'm pitting, because there goes my front wing.
My god, dude, this car is just fucking trash on curves, dude. Drive over a curb and you spin 99% of the time.
This whole race was complete shit.
I think this would be a lot more interesting if it's like an actual car class that has a bunch of cars in it. Because there's more strategy than just picking the slowest car in the class.
Oh yeah, there's more to it. I mean, you have a class of 4 cars in it. Like, the fuck are you gonna do?
Kind of sad that the race before it wasn't the one that we had done it with beforehand. Especially since they're open wheel cars. Like, all 4 cars kind of do the same thing. They all have a lot of downforce, except for fucking this car apparently that takes off and flies away.
Basically, it just goes to. There's not that much of a difference in them, but you kind of want to have the BR8 and then the PR4, then the DR1, and then the R88. Like,
I saw that car right now.
said you're gonna sell your car.
Saw that shit, yeah. Let me go through my cars.
That was like your go-to open wheel car forever, my guy, before the BR8 came out.
Yeah, but if we have things like the slow list and the pick your own, or the other person picks your car, it would be more beneficial for me to sell cars that aren't fast, or
I mean, if
that
that's just
are
gonna be the
fucking
strategy,
perform
though, there's
terribly.
no point in fucking having that shit. Like, because obviously the slow list, you gotta have something slow. If you just sell everything just to not have the slow list, then there's no point in the slow list either, right? Like, and I mean, I get the selling
Yeah.
it for the picking those other cars, like for the choose your own car, but again, just choosing the other person's slowest car is just fucking stupid to do every time.
Yeah, it is stupid to do every time. But, I mean, I genuinely did need to go through my cars and
Yeah.
sell ones that I didn't want to, but it would benefit me in the slow list and things like that, because there are cars that are slow that I didn't want, like the Champion. I wanted to sell that.
Yeah, that shit always eats you in the slow list, my guy.
What? Alright, I got the wrong car here. I picked the fucking weaponized Ignis and it gave me the Cyclone too. Or Cyclone.
Well, you got the option to see how the race goes here for the first. What is the first lap? And then
Or what?
and then you can decide if the results are gonna count or not.
I would say no right off the bat, because I know this car is not going to be good on this track. Compared to the Cyclone. I mean the Krieger.
It's always the worst fucking thing when it gives somebody the wrong fucking car. Just like kills the vibe of a whole fucking race for no reason.
Yeah, like, and this is one of the races you mentioned earlier in Atlanta. This is one of the races that has been.
Oh, I thought this was complete shit the whole fucking time.
Oh.
I
Pretty
finally
bad.
picked the right car on the track. I picked the fucking electric boy on this track, the dude that I always forget the fucking name of, dude.
You remember yesterday? You got this, my guy.
It's something with a fucking letter.
Can have a short of you forgetting the car name this time.
See, you forgot the fucking name of my real vehicle that I actually own in real world.
I actually own this.
Yeah, but I'm talking like real world shit, not just some fucking video game car.
Yeah, I mean, we'd went over it before that I'm like a lot better at knowing the GTA versions of the cars' names.
I got no idea what the fuck that shit's called, dude. I'm thinking of every
It's,
car that starts with a fucking V besides that. I thought Vigiome, Vigilante, Wagner, like every fucking thing besides whatever the fuck that's called.
Think of Patience.
I don't know, dude.
Patience is a virtue.
I thought you meant like patients, like a patients in a hospital.
Oh. No, the saying. But
Yeah, no, I got it, but it's also not a saying that I ever fucking use in my life because that's cringe. But the Virtue, yeah, that car. The point with that was 2 laps ago, was that I always picked that shit on this track and threw because I did it the first time and threw, and then I was like, Gamar picked the Virtue on this track and won, and I was like, nah, he picked the Krieger and I picked the Virtue and threw, so I did it a second time. Then I was like, all right, I'm not picking it this time. Pick the Krieger, and then the game fucks up and gives you a Cyclone. And not the Cyclone 2 either.
Yeah.
It gives you the Cyclone original.
fucking basic Cyclone, dude. I didn't even see this when I was scrolling through the cars. Like, it really fucked it up this time. And it would have been cool to see the weaponized Ignis versus the Krieger on this track because both of those cars are very similar in power. And they're both hybrids. But, or actually, no, the weaponized Ignis is not a hybrid.
I think you would have had the straights, and I would have had the corners. That would have been a very interesting one. Because I think I would have had that first half of the track. I think I could have pulled away from you, but then those 2 long straights, he would have definitely caught up. Well, there's no points for that race. This win will only count on our overall GTA win record. Chris, you need 3 wins here in the next 4 races if you want the list off. Current points are 194 for me, 146 for Gizmatarian.
What if I don't want the list off?
Then you don't want the list off. I don't fucking know. Bro said, what if I don't want the list off? Like, what if I'm good on the list off, actually? What if I just don't?
LeBron James just takes a seat on the basketball floor or court.
LeBron James does not want to make the playoffs this year.
Like, nah, I'm good.
Reports.
Bro, can teams do that?
What?
Just sit down, sit out?
Can a team,
Yeah.
like, say, no, we're not playing this game?
No, we're not playing this game. Just while the game is on, just sit down on the court.
A player could, I guess. If you sit on a court, but then they're just going to stop the game. You can't just be sitting there. So. So I thought you meant, like, can a whole team just say, no, we're not playing tonight?
Yeah, I know teams can do that, but
Yeah, because that's happened a few times. You had it in 2020. Teams didn't play. But those games, those games just got rescheduled. Well, the Lakers didn't play because they had a game the day that Kobe died, so they didn't play. And they rescheduled that. And then the games that were because that's when, like, there was, when COVID really popped off. It was, like, right when a game was about to start. So the teams were told they weren't playing. And then later that year, some of the teams didn't play because of Black Lives Matter protesting. They're like, no, we're not playing. I think it was the Bucks.
because of the protesting they didn't play?
Yeah, because they were protesting themselves.
Oh, okay. Thought they like blocked the basketball stadium.
No, it was the team didn't play because they said we're not playing tonight.
I know the NHL hockey teams, a lot of the dudes on there are not wanting to play because they're forced to wear rainbow jerseys, and there are dudes who either cite religious beliefs or dudes who are from like Russia and Ukraine and like those kinds of countries that,
Yeah.
specifically Russia, but where being gay is like an actual crime. You can get arrested for life.
Yeah.
So there are dudes in that who don't want to be arrested for being forced to wear a stupid ass jersey that has a rainbow on it because for whatever reason.
No, that makes sense. If it's something that's like in your country is like, nah, fam.
Or religious too. Like you shouldn't be forced to have to wear something specific. Like to
But come
push
on,
an
think of the fucking
agenda
revenue that they can make. Do gay
off the
people would
fucking-
watch hockey, bro? The only sport that takes place on ice that gay people watch
Bro,
is
isn't
fucking
hockey
figure
like
skating.
100% gay?
No, it's figure skating.
Like
actually.
men crashing into each other
Isn't
on
that like-
fucking ice?
I mean, you can just argue that with like a lot of sports then, with men making physical contact with each other, like football. They jump into a fucking pile of each other.
Yeah, it was kind of the joke.
Yeah, no, but no, I don't think the gays watch hockey. I think that if the gays are gonna pick a sport, it's like, again, figure skating. That's the big one I can think of.
Ooh. I think more gay people watch hockey than women watch WNBA.
Well, that's because nobody watches WNBA, so. Bro, when we would go to the arena, more people went to fucking watch lacrosse than WNBA, my guy.
But more people were playing the slots on the casino floor than watching the game, dude.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Why do you think we got to go to, like, so many games with free tickets? Literally the only tickets that were purchased to go to that were, like, I bought my parents tickets to the finals.
How do they make money if they're just giving tickets away for free?
We had this discussion because it gets people to go in the casino where they spend money then.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Then they're subsidized by the NBA.
Yeah. So if you go there for a free game, but then you go to the arena and you're like, oh shit, I want a bottle of water, or I want a hot dog, or I want some pizza, right? Like, we went to the games for free, but then we would spend like $25 on food. And then we went to so we got pizza, and that pizza place is then paying the arena to rent that location. So, and then if you go into the casino and you go to like one of the places that they own in it, then boom, that's how they're making their money. So,
well, I guess for specifically,
but I don't know how other teams do, because I know that like they do it,
Yeah.
obviously being a casino.
Yeah,
How many laps do you lead? The first two?
I think so.
Yeah, obviously they're a little different because Mohegan Sun has the attractions of Mohegan Sun that you can go to. Or, you know, you come in and say, oh, I'll go, you know, put a little money in a machine while you're there and then lose your $10 or your $20.
Who's your house?
Yeah, basically, like, that sort of thing where, I mean, I think a few of the other ones are owned by casinos in, like, other places. Like, I think maybe Las Vegas Aces might be owned by a casino. And then some of the other ones are owned by NBA teams. That's kind of just how all their profits come in. Because some of the WNBA teams are... I don't know, I think Las Vegas Aces are owned by the Raiders owner? Yeah. But, again, some of them are owned by other basketball teams or NBA teams, and then some of them are owned by other like, again, that one's owned by a casino, so they have the revenue coming in from people gambling and buying shit at the casinos. But again, you think of it like we went there for free, but then we spent money on other things, so it wasn't like, I mean, I'm sure there are some people that are going in just watching the game and then leaving, but
I'll bet 3.
okay, but there's a lot of people that are going there and spending money and spending time at the casino doing other things. But I mean, we also did get free tickets for like the lacrosse games too, because again, that's how they're doing it. Or there's some concerts that my parents would get to go to for free, so a lot of that's just get people in the casino. But yeah, I mean, you think of it, like we went to those. Oh, I didn't need a reset on that, but 3, 2,
3.
1, go. I don't know whose countdown it is. Oh, it's race 13, so it's mine. Yeah.
Bro, speaking of casinos and people gambling, did I ever tell you about the time that I went to the casino, playing roulette, and I was sitting across from this woman who, she had her husband and I think like one of her kids there with her, and her kids was like, one of her kids was sitting at the roulette table, like betting their own money, and then the other one was standing over her. And then her husband, periodically, would come over and give her $100 bills just to put into the roulette machine, and she would bet like $40-50 a hand, or a spin, a roll, I don't know, on fucking
spin, yeah.
on the roulette board. And like I've mentioned before, I like to go to the casino to like gamble a little bit. I bring $20 in, and I just sit there for hours betting like $1, because that's what I find fun. And I like to people watch. So, like I was sitting there playing my own game, and then every so often I'd see her husband come over and give her like $100, $300, $200, $150. Like, and he would come, like, he came at least like 11 times that day, dude. And like, she blew a lot of, I don't think she won anything.
I'd rather just go
It's
bet on
just-
sports.
It's just fucking wild. I mean, I do like sports betting as well. I don't really do it as much as I used to, but for that I did the same thing. I bet like $5, and then
Oh yeah.
DraftKings would give me like a $10 coupon for a bet.
Oh
and
yeah,
I'd
that's
use
the best
that.
thing to do is use the free shit. That's what I did because I got the FanDuel app because that's part of the casino. So I was like, sure, whatever. And they have casino games on it. Now I never play the fucking casino games because that shit's fucking cringe just to tap your fucking phone screen. But I will play it when they give you the free $25 because I'm like, sure, I'll do the 25, whatever. If I lose it, I didn't have the money anyways, and if I gain, then I get a profit on it. And I got like $100 on that shit one day from a free 25
Oh shit.
because
Yeah, already telling me about that.
I was just clicking through, and then somehow I got onto like one thing because I just must have been winning enough of it. Win enough, lose one, win 2 or 3, and then it's like free 8 spins, and I was like, okay. And I was like, well, it's a free 8 spins. I can just bet whatever the fuck I want on it, right? It's not like it's... Because, I bet like 1 or 2 on a spin, right? Because, again, it's $25, $3, whatever.
Yep.
Bet a little higher, win a little more money. So I was like, fuck it. I'll bet like $5, $6 on a free spin. This shit's just fucking going up. And I'm like, okay, I'll take that. So I took like a good amount of it out, and then I put...
So I'll take that.
Yeah. So I took part of it and kept it on there so I could bet on more sports. And we'll see what happens when I'm wrong. Sometimes I'll bet on like an occasional NASCAR race if it's like a random track anyways. Like if it's like Talladega or Daytona, I'll just bet on somebody because anybody can win that shit.
And you bet with what? DraftKings or FanDuel?
FanDuel.
Okay. Yeah, I used to do MMA sports betting because that's the only sport I know. But they fucking had like DraftKings had this weird way they did it. Like it wasn't just, do you think this fighter's gonna win or do you think that fighter's gonna win? Bet $50 on that bet. Like it was like it broke down like every fucking thing. It's like, do you think this fighter is gonna go down in round
Oh, they
3?
have both. You should be able to do both.
I didn't have that option, dude. I was trying to find it, and I bet for like weeks on it.
Yeah, because I know
Not weeks,
FanDuel
like,
has
occasionally,
both.
like
You can... Because I was looking through it, because somehow the Jets have high odds to win the Super Bowl for some reason this year, and I'm like, fuck it. If they do get Aaron Rodgers, I mean, they'll be definitely in contention to win the Super Bowl. So why not put some money on it? And then I was looking through it, and there's like so many things you can do. Like the funny thing is Aaron Rodgers isn't on the Jets yet. He just said, I want to get traded, and there's all the rumors that the Jets and Packers have trades that they want to do or they don't do or whatever the fuck, right? It's been going on since weeks now. And there's so many things that you can bet on. Like will Aaron Rodgers have this many touchdowns? Will this happen? Will that happen? Will this receiver get 10 touchdowns? Will this running back get 5 touchdowns and
Damn, dude.
whatever? And I'm just like, bro, this is way too much. I'm just trying to pick the Jets to win the Super Bowl. That's all I'm trying to bet on. Because I think they have the 5th highest odds. At least when I bet on it, they had the 5th highest odds to win. Because normally every year the Jets have like the 31st highest odds out of 32 teams. And I was just like, bro, the Jets are 5th on the odds to win the Super Bowl. I just want to participate on that. So, did that. I think I picked the... Oh, I bet on NASCAR champion at the beginning of the year. I did one, like, an actual... This is who I think will win, and this is just like a... Put someone on a long odds.
Yep.
So I did that. And again, I don't do it for F1 because F1's not... F1's more predictable with who's going to win compared to NASCAR. Like, F1's pretty much whatever team's dominating, whatever driver's dominating, the chances they're going to win are very highly likely. Like, you
Just
have...
this fucking playlist.
Yeah, basically. It's like if you
Bro,
bet on
how
this
the
playlist...
I've been trying to chase you down, dude. You've just been gaining time on me. I don't... For the
Bro,
last 4
you
laps,
tried to-
I've been trying to chase you down hard.
You tried to compare yourself to Max Verstappen at the beginning of this episode, but...
Was I wrong, though? I wasn't trying to compare my skills, dude. I was trying to compare the fact that they changed the rules.
Oh,
I
I was
knew
just
you'd
making
get
the
fucking-
point that you made that.
Yeah.
I'll take the actual skill set comparison. This dude, I think it was Mexico last year. He put in the same exact or almost the same exact lap time every single lap from start to finish, besides the like 2 laps that he had to. I think it was the laps he had to pit, or I think it was after he had pit. I think he put on medium tires and he had the same exact lap times the entire rest of the way through the race, besides 2 laps there's a safety car. And I was just like, bro. He just lap time after lap time, like within like super close to each other, like even with tires, like, you know, the fall off that you get in a tire throughout the laps. It's like, damn, that's fucking wild. But that's the thing. If you have F1 betting, the odds of which driver or which team's going to win and who actually will win is pretty much like, okay, F1, Max has got a very high chance to win the race. Now, going to Australia this weekend, Australia has not been the best track, so I mean, maybe a little different, but I'm sure he's still got the highest odds. And then again, if it's not, it's going to be Checo, most likely second. So if Max doesn't win, who's going to win? Oh, Checo will win. Like, it's not that hard. Or like before when Mercedes was dominating, Lewis Hamilton's going to win. And if not, Valtteri Bottas had a good shot. But towards the end, Bottas fell off. So, again, Max had that shot to win. Like, but still, it's not really like the same where NASCAR, there's realistically 20 drivers have a shot going into a race weekend. F1, 2 or 3, maybe. So, betting, I don't really do F1 betting just because I think Max is going to win anyways. And, you know, if I bet on Max, I can put $5 and then I'll get like 7 because he's got the highest odds. So it's not like I'm going to make any money on that shit.
Reset.
Give us a countdown, Gimatarian.
3, 2, 1, go.
How do you feel you've performed overall in this episode?
Not bad.
What you got in that race? 3 laps?
I think so.
No, I mean, I think you had a few unfortunate situations.
We still got one more race.
We do have one more race. Of course, the list off is out of possibility here because the maximum wins you can get is 6. But no, I think you had a few races that definitely could have gone your way more. Again, I think that on something like Sonora, you had your slight spin. I think you would have definitely won that race. I think that the open wheel race where it was the opposite choice one was just unfortunate with the car you had.
Yeah.
But outside of that, I mean,
Ooh, we got your Martinsville track? Or not Martinsville, Montreal track? Whatever.
Vancouver. Yeah, the Canadian tracks.
Don't demonetize me, Mohan.
You know, we had a song about not being demonetized by Mr. Mohan. If you guys missed that, that was a fantastic.
But we should release that on Apple Music.
Yeah.
Yeah. We have our own music, dude. So our first official song is Mr. Mohan, Don't Demonetize Me.
My first official song. Bro. Our fucking instrument playing and our singing was just fantastic in that.
It was, dude.
What
We were in
genre would you
tune?
put that in? Comedy?
Sure, yeah.
I mean, I could
think
put
that
it.
would
I think
fit.
it could be pop. I mean, I think that could be better than Taylor Swift, honestly.
I don't really know how all that works. I just listen to music. I don't really know what to differentiates one thing from another unless it's like super obvious.
So the thing is that most genres make sense, but the pop genre doesn't really make sense. And the reason for that is pop music is just popular songs, right? It's not necessarily its own thing, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, because you have rap songs that would be on a pop station because they're popular songs, or you have a country song that could be on a pop station because it's popular, right? Like, it's kind of weird that I guess maybe there's certain elements to it. I don't necessarily know what it is, what would make a pop song, but I know that that's like a thing though with it is it's kind of just like a collection of songs. All I know is that when I did meme Taylor Swift falling off, or I did say that Taylor Swift our song was better, because Taylor Swift fell off, bro, and I've been saying this for a while.
She just released a new album. What are you talking about?
What?
She just released a new album.
I know, but it was no. Taylor Swift
You liked
basically,
it?
in my
Did you listen to
opinion, Taylor Swift fell off.
Did you listen to it?
No, because Taylor Swift fell off.
So how can you judge it?
I'm not saying that album. I'm saying as an artist, Taylor Swift fell off.
How do you know? How can you say that without listening to her music?
Because I've heard her songs, and they're fucking
So you have heard
mid as fuck.
this album.
No, but it's just like all of her other fucking albums. They're all basically the same,
Well-
my guy.
Well, I think Kendrick Lamar was good a couple years ago, and now it's too religious, in my opinion. Like, he was before, but he, like, tied it in a better way. But, I mean, my opinion really doesn't matter about his music. I love his music.
No,
But-
the thing I'm saying is that Taylor Swift, when her songs were country songs, she was putting out some heat, bro. Taylor Swift used to have heat back in the day. I had all the CDs, bro. But once she started doing, like, the pop songs, they just didn't do it for me. It was not it. I didn't like that switch from when she went from country to pop, bro. But again, when she comes back and, like, you know, does an occasional, like, country thing, you know, maybe, like, on a song or two, shit still, like, still flames. But Taylor Swift doing songs that aren't country fam, sorry. Taylor Swift fell off, unfortunately. Put that out as a short and get fucking...
Sorry, Taylor.
Bro. Putting out a short that said Taylor Swift fell off is a genius way to get fucking people to watch your content and then they pay comments.
Demonetized on YouTube?
Yeah. The Taylor Swift stans will fucking flood the comments. Oh my god. How dare you say it? Taylor Swift fell
How's it
off.
going? How's it going, y'all? I'm Wan. I went to the bar the other night. Not the other night, a couple months ago, and it was Taylor Swift night. Songs were pretty swagged, I'm not gonna lie. She was heat. There was a bunch of, like, I said, bro, I was like, holy shit, it's like all white girls here. I didn't recognize that it was like Taylor Swift night at first.
And then you
And
see
then
all the
there
white
was, like-
girls and you're like, ah shit, it's Taylor Swift night.
Bro, I've never seen so many, like, fucking white people in one area, dude.
Bro, because it's
Like,
Taylor
racist,
Swift, my god.
Like, oh my god, it was like white girls mostly, and then there was their boyfriends or guys who
Oh my
like
God, they're like,
wanted
"God
to
damn it."
fucking go to the fucking bar because they wanted to get with a white girl, and I was just trying to fucking play pool.
Were
on
you
my
trying to get
drink,
with the white
dude.
girls at Taylor Swift night?
No, dude, I'm focused. When I go to the bar, I fucking zone out anything that's not pool, dude.
That's the thing. You missed your opportunity to get a white girl that's into Taylor Swift.
Listen, if the best way that I can get a white girl at the bar, or a girl at the bar, is by playing pool. Like that's my best skill that I've got. So like I can show
But
that
bro,
off.
it
It's
was
like,
Taylor Swift
hey, it's
night.
interesting. It's interesting. It's Taylor Swift night, bro. It was lit. Not gonna lie. That was lit. The Irish night was lit. Strange Brew in Norwich. It's a fucking lit place.
All right, well, that's going to do it for this episode. I will begin my new win streak. I'm expecting a longer era of dominance this time. I think that our chance to dominate and pull away was cut short last time. I think that our domination period was not nearly as long as it could have been. So I'm expecting this time to. I mean, I'm thinking a year. What do you think, Amar?
Well, I would agree with you. I would say that I did get that win last week, but it was with a little bit of that win luck. So I do think that this is going to be an interesting year here. I'm going to try and make sure that you don't get that year. That year victory that you're looking for.
Yeah, man, we're starting from 1. Starting
Let's
from
see
1
this.
win. We had 34 over a year.
So you have to win out. Is what you're saying? Is that the
Bro.
official challenge here?
My official challenge is that I'm not going to lose an episode again until the first week of April 2024, my guy.
Let's do it.
That's the
Official
challenge.
challenge. Official challenge.
That's the official challenge. Is can I win for the next year, and that's until the first episode of the Race Balls in April 2024. Can it
And
happen?
I want to real quick. Make sure that if I do get a victory, it is by points or through the list off. Because I think that a win like I did get should have counted, but shouldn't end your win streak like that. So I'm gonna say that the only victory that would count is by me winning through points or through the list off.
Okay, that sounds fair. And you know what? I'll even make this.
Because that's what you want.
I'll
Right?
even make this
We
into a
both
short,
want a victory.
so we can look back at it. I'll make this a short just for us. I mean, I'm gonna put it out, and if you watch it, and, we get like a 2,000 views. It's great, but I'm gonna make this a short, so we can look back at it and see what happens.
All right. I guess that's it.
All right, that's that.
all
We'll
I have
see you
to say.
guys in the next one. We'll see if this win streak can really start to pop off.